I bought a boat. After months and months of researching and Googling and watching countless videos and having the itch, I finally found one that was a great starter. I tried to keep my budget reasonable for my first one because I've never had a sailboat before, or any boat really. I've been a kayaker my entire life, but it doesn't really qualify. And I've been on some motor yachts that my grandfather owned, but I never had one myself. So I bought a 1989 O'Day 240, which is a 24.5 foot, oh god, what was it called? Wing keel, I want to say?
Congratulations, past Jason. You are correct. It is a wing keel, which you can see right here. Back to the video.
This is how much I know about sailing, as I can't even remember. I'll throw it on the screen, and then there's the sailboat data link I'll include in the description. But yeah, the guy, he just wanted to get rid of it, so I got a hell of a deal on it. I came and checked it out, didn't find any major leaks, no real water damage. I actually don't think it's cord.
Incorrect, past Jason. It is cord. Sorry.
I'm pretty sure it's fiberglass all the way through, so I wasn't finding any soft spots on the deck anywhere. But obviously, being a almost 33-year-old boat at this point, it does have its issues. And I also noticed there was no videos on YouTube that showed like a good tour, right? So I actually couldn't get a good look at what they looked like from the inside without coming to see it beforehand. So I wanted to do a video that shows the inside of this boat so people could actually know what they're looking at or what they might be looking at. Now, I've got a bunch of stuff on here from where I've already been here cleaning it and trying to, get things put back together the way I want it and outfitting things. So it's a little messy, but we'll get the general idea. All right, so here is from the companionway entrance facing forward. Pretty much all SETI, right? All SETI in berth. You've got decent sized flat surface there. You can put some shells if you wanted to. These little canvas bags are pretty good for holding things. So you can throw things down there if you wanted to, ropes and whatnot. Pretty basic, I guess like a pleather material cushion, which is great to me because it means being 33 years old doesn't matter as long as they're in one piece and not molded inside the material, and they seem fine. Underneath you've got storage bays of this sort. Two of those on this side. Pop it open and show you. Oh, I was wondering why it seems so dry in that bilge. Looks like all the water decided to hang out over here, so I get to test out my new pump here in just a minute. This table actually unscrews and you can lift it up to that little hole right there. You can see there's a piece that you screw into there and it holds it in place for like a table to eat at. But right now, if you take it all the way down and set this bad boy in place, which I'm not going to do it exactly because I'm trying to just get through the tour without taking 45 minutes, you're expanding the laydown area there. So that's probably 8 feet from right about here to there. So if you don't mind being toe-to-toe with somebody, in a V shape, you can fit 2 people there easily. There's a shelf in the front there. You see these 2 buckets, the bucket and trash can. My hatch is actually in terrible shape. Leaks straight through. It's missing the 2 little pieces that lock into place right there and right there. So I've got it taped down as best I can, and I've got some water catching containers for now until we fix that. I'll show you the galley, which isn't really much going on. You've got a sink. I've got all kinds of crap in the way. So sink here, little storage area back here. You can kind of fit stuff in. More storage over here. And actually, I keep finding what looks like water intrusion, but it's not. It's dry as it can be. It just rained like crazy for a few days. So storage underneath here. I'll probably get rid of that little pump. It doesn't really do much at all. Clean this out and stash my own crap in there. Here is your electrical. So I just got cabin lights and running lights on here right now. There's this anchor light and steaming light. I'm not gonna lie to you. I know what an anchor light is. I don't know what a steaming light is.
Me again, smarter Jason. It is the same thing as a masthead light. Steaming light means masthead light. So I learned a new boat term. Awesome.
Classic old cigarette lighter, tailor-made. I don't know if it works. I don't need it, so we're not gonna find out. Backing up here. Oh, what is missing from this front is a horizontal little backrest board that you can remove, and I've got it sitting right there. Right there. And you just kind of pop that in over there, and you can have I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 8 people could comfortably sit around that table if they were willing to get close. But facing the back now, this is your steps out to the companionway. This area is wide open. That goes all the way back to the back of the transom. You got a cabin light there, so you could fit, if you got kids, 3 or 4, since they're smaller back there easily. 2 adults could probably get nice and cuddly back there, or a ton of storage if you're going solo sailing like I am. Battery compartment is underneath the stairs here, currently empty because I took the battery out for the winter. More storage underneath these guys, and actually, since we found out that front end's a little damp, let's see if it's happening back here. Nope. Cool. No water collecting back here yet. Looks like a smolder roof. I haven't actually fully cleaned this thing out yet. Most of this belongs to the former owner. We're dry right there. That's good. Back up a little bit without busting my head. Oh, that's a good thing to cover actually right now. If you're worried about height, can you stand up in this boat? Let me pull the hatch. So if your hatch is closed, right, I am 5'7", currently wearing just some canvas shoes. They're like the Van style, not super tall shoes. And my head's not touching this hatch. Now as you step this way, forehead will touch right there. So if you don't mind, just kind of tilting your head a little bit, or just a little to the side, at 5'7", my head is flat against the ceiling right here. And obviously it dips down as you go forward. So if you are needing standing headroom, which was a requirement of mine, you can be 5'7" or shorter and stand in this galley without an issue. Speaking of room, what I did not need, but was not upset about, was a well-built and private head. I could just use a porta potty somewhere, or a bucket for all I care. I'm a pretty rough it kind of guy, right? So I don't really need all the amenities. Actually, no, the battery's out, so that won't work. So you got a cabin light in here. You got your porthole if you really want some fresh air to flow in and out, which can happen because the closed head is going to smell pretty rough. Pump toilet and some storage over there. Roll holder, towel holder. These are just plastic though. I don't imagine they can be used for any kind of actual strength. Now this one though, also plastic. I thought that was a metal bar. We almost leaned on that. That'd have been tragic. So that's your interior. There's more storage underneath that front cushion. Back there is a shelf you could set a TV on. I've actually seen some videos of people with TVs, air conditioners, built a little bookshelf, whatever you wish. So we'll go ahead and take you back out now. This is looking outward before you go up. I'm gonna open this hatch so I don't hit my head climbing out. A few days ago, I was down here and I climbed out real fast, and right about here, full speed, cracked my head on that door, on that hatch. It was pretty terrible. Alright. So, not a lot to show out here that isn't typical boat. This is where the battery... This is where the battery and gas tank can go. Like I said, battery's taken out. The gas I don't want to transport off the dock, so it's been treated for the winter. That line runs to a 9.9 Tohatsu that came with it. And then in here, this wet towel out of the way. In here you've got your waste tank, some hoses, some storage. Oh, looks like I got a free broom and an extension cord. Alright, this thing's paying for itself already. I have not been down to look underneath that board, this wooden one you can see underneath all this hose and whatnot. I have faith that it's not too terrible. The guy's pretty trustworthy. He's actually a neighbor of mine, so I feel pretty good about it. No storage on this side. Waste comes out there. Sails came off so I could take them home, clean them up, keep them nice and safe for winter. Lifelines were a big deal to me. I needed something with lifelines for sure, because I'm a pretty sure-footed guy, but accidents happen. Which actually I could tell you a whole story about me falling off of this bad boy last week when it was all of 33 degrees outside. So this is the front area. Bow. I'm going to learn the terminology eventually, I swear. Anchor storage. So the 240s come standard with the roller furling, which was fantastic. It's in pretty good shape. I've unfurled it and taken a look. Here's that bad hatch I was talking about. The way it looks, it's pretty gummy and smeared, but it's dry, right? You can see the teaks busted up. But overall, for what I paid, which I'll go ahead and tell you, I paid $2,500 for this. This boat, in its current condition, worth every bit of that, maybe more. I felt pretty lucky for what I paid. Winches are in good shape. I've already given them a few spins. Hoisted the sail one time to make sure no major hang-ups there. What I do need to change is the what's that called?
Topping lift. It's called a topping lift, Jason.
Thought about getting a boom vang
Boom kicker.
to just hold it up at the mast rather than worry about that line. But there's arguments in both camps about it. All the rigging's in good shape. I don't see any bad turnbuckles. All of the chain plates seem good and secure. All the cleats are in good shape. Overall, I think it did really well for what I got. I'm gonna pop it back down in here. And I don't think I'm forgetting anything that somebody would want to see on a tour of the vessel. So if you do want to see more, by all means, let me know. Shoot me a message, comment. We will come back. Oh, you've got a sunroof hatch here. Actually, not a hatch, sorry, but a little sunlight. Get through there. What am I trying to say? My brain is so useless right now. Sunroof? I guess it's not really a sunroof because it doesn't open. But it is a window. It lets in sun. It's close enough. So yeah, I'm excited to get it actually out on the water. Learn how to sail this bad boy. I don't know if I mentioned it, but your chain plates are right in here. They go straight up to the turnbuckle. You can see through that window there. Let me get a proper angle. I'm trying to use this tiny screen to see what I'm pointing at. So yeah, the pole goes right up to where the turnbuckle connects right there. So overall, I'm pretty happy. That's the O'Day 240, the 1989, which actually won Sailboat of the Year that year. I can't remember the publication it was in, but it did win, and that's all that matters.
Sailing World magazine named it Boat of the Year in 1989.
So if you want to see this thing on the water, if you want to see me miserably try to learn how to sail, subscribe and, you know, stick around because it's gonna be something. It's gonna be something for sure. But yeah, thanks. We'll see you in the next one.